Yo, and yo again.
Hello.
How you look then?
I'm sure they're fine.
How you doing?
They don't really have a choice. I'm so sick. I have car sickness, you guys. I think generally I have motion sickness. But it's mad because I really love roller coasters. But when it comes to cars, I can't do the back seat. We got a cab here and honestly, like, I'm only now recovering from the car journey and it's just not for me.
Yeah, like as soon as we stepped into the whip, like she rolled down the window. I thought she was making a comment on my cologne, but turns out I smell amazing. So
allow it. Why did you think it had anything to do with you?
Nah, because I literally I sprayed myself before.
So did I. Left. I couldn't breathe though because you've got the mask on. So I had my mask on. All I could smell was my perfume on my neck because I feel like all you can smell is just directly down here. And I was just, my head still feels gone. Like, I don't remember the last time I felt like that. But equally, I don't remember the last time I was in the backseat of a car. So.
But giving house tours till I'm giving world tours. Play that mask off when they find a real cure.
Yeah.
Anyways, your boy Dens.
Your girl Lex.
And you are tuned into TwinPodcast.
How are you?
I'm alright, I'm good. I'm good vibes today. I'm good energy. I've had some oats. I feel amazing.
Some people have eaten.
I feel great. Well, Tony the Tiger, innit?
Great.
I always felt like that was the one thing you could say without being able to roll your R's. And because I can't do that.
You can't roll your R's. Oh yeah, you can't roll your R's.
This is what I hate about trifling ass people. I just told you I can't do something.
Can't roll your R's.
Now is where you decide,
I can roll my R's.
I know you can roll your R's.
I tried to teach him the tree alphabet. That's when I realized you couldn't roll your R's.
Anyway, so what we're talking about today is,
I think it's quite, it's the time, it's the season of love.
Yeah.
By the time this is out, it'll be the week of Valentine's.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Valentine's Day.
That is correct. What were you doing this time last year?
What was I doing?
No,
or what were people doing?
We'd seen Sir, innit?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Concerts. Who remembers those? Who remembers when we used to be able to go to shows?
I want to be outside.
Yeah, I'm dying for it.
If I can be asked, I might edit in the us at the concert, but most probably not.
You lie.
Don't give a damn.
You lie. I miss concerts though. To be honest, I think for quite a lot of Valentine's Days, there was always a concert. Kendrick was literally the day before Valentine's Day of, what year was it? 2017?
Was Bryson
great time.
Valentine's was your birthday?
No, that was my birthday.
Right.
But around that time, so usually February and then some into March and then towards the end of the year, so November, there's always something happening. In the winter period, we always have an A2 concert, but we didn't get winter's winner this winter.
Are you alone this weekend? Anyway. How do you feel about public holidays in general?
How do I feel about public holidays? Personally, I look, I'm be honest. As much as I understand why people don't rate it, I don't really have a problem with any public holidays.
Of course you don't.
What do you mean? Of course I don't.
Because you're a woman.
Here comes the patriarchy.
No, go on.
I don't have a problem with public holidays because I feel like, do you know what, for me, I think these things have existed. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why do you not want to celebrate Valentine's Day? I don't understand that personally. I mean, I get it, but I don't. I don't feel like many people have a genuine reason as to why they don't want to celebrate.
One day is we're dismantling capitalist structures. The next day is, you know what? If it ain't broke, so
have you seen that meme where it's like the feminism leaving my body when it's time to take out the bins? I'm gonna insert the meme here. That's me. I ain't trying to take out the bins.
You're a joke, man.
No, but genuinely, I understand dismantling capitalism. However, I feel like what people like to do, particularly men, is when it comes down to it, they want to ask you to do the work that oppresses you the most. That doesn't make any sense. We're talking about dismantling capitalism. We're talking about dismantling the patriarchy, but it's that you want me to undo that. How am I supposed to undo a structure I didn't create? It's the same way when white people say, oh, what can you guys do about racism? Nothing! Nothing! You guys created this. And now, in order for it to be dismantled or for it to disappear, it's going to take you guys, the people who create the thing, have to get rid of the thing.
No, it's work on both sides. It's
Definitely,
like the coons
but
have to stop being coons as well.
There's that.
There's
that, but it's not down to me to stop you from oppressing me.
Okay, so if it's down to me,
I can do the work, but you still have to do the work too.
So let's say if I'm gonna like dismantle Valentine's Day.
No,
let's say I'm gonna dismantle Valentine's Day.
I don't like where this is going.
If I don't celebrate it, am I not dismantling it?
No,
I just want it to make sense.
You're not.
You're not. Make sense.
Men think that they can boycott one day and that dismantles capitalism. It doesn't.
Hey man, we're all doing what we can. What's that?
You don't do what you can.
What's that Bugsy Malone song? You give a little love and it all comes back to you. Fam, that play was lit. I don't care.
Bugsy Malone was the best play. When we did Bugsy Malone in primary school, great scenes.
The real drillers know me as Leroy Lawrence, wherever he's at in this world, as Bugsy Malone. Oh, that used to be my guy, man. When my best friend was white. Life is crazy. life is crazy, man.
Actually, you're crazy.
That be doing stuff to you. But I was having this conversation with someone.
Unlock my phone. Yeah.
I was having this conversation with someone about Valentine's Day.
Were you actually?
Yeah. And they were talking about. I was asking them what does it mean to them. So what does Valentine's Day mean to you? Then I'll build off that the conversation I had with them.
No, why don't you tell me what the conversation you had with them?
Okay.
Why you gotta ask me?
Okay, I'm trying to have a conversation. The convo I had with them was basically that like what is Valentine's Day to you? And the person was like, oh, they see it as a celebration of like relationships in their lives, like regardless of who it is, like mum, dad, sister, bedroom, brother, like that's how they see it and that's how they like celebrate it. And I was like, you know what? That's so freaking adorable. That's so freaking, that's cute, man.
Cute?
I think that's mad cute. But at the same time, I think it's all a bag of lies.
It's just a bag of hooey.
It's all a bag of hooey.
It's a bag of hooey.
I think it's all lies. Like, nah, to be honest, I get what they're saying in it. But I don't. I see Valentine's Day as like a celebration of like romantic relationships. Like, granted, I'd say when I was younger, I would get like mama Valentine's Day card, but that's just because I ain't had no bitches. But like, I didn't have any women, and I'm changing. See that? See that? That's growth. That's live action growth.
Oh, whatever.
I apologize to America. But
They're dumb.
But yeah, no, like I would do that like when I was younger. But once to be honest, yeah, I've only had one Valentine's in my life.
As in one Valentine, or you've only celebrated Valentine's Day once?
I've only had one Valentine, and I've only celebrated Valentine's Day once.
That's because you've only had one girlfriend, and you were only together for 1 year.
You just putting my business out on the streets, huh? This make you feel good, don't it? Anyway.
No, but having a Valentine is a choice. Most of the time, depending on what kind of relationship you're in, but in straight relationships, most of the time, the expectation is that the guy will ask the girl if she'll be his Valentine. Did you ask her?
No. And I'm having this conversation. But I'll get to that. I'll get to that. But
we didn't raise this boy right at all.
What I deeped is, to be honest, I can't remember, but I don't think I did.
You didn't. I know we didn't raise you right.
It's not a me thing. You know, that's not something I would do. I find them to be moist.
That's why I asked you, because I knew.
But I've deeped, when I was having this conversation, I was like, I've never been chatting to a girl and it's met Valentine's Day besides from when I was in a relationship.
You don't think that's something a bit fishy?
No, but it's not
going down.
But it's never the craziest.
You think that maybe it's a coincidence?
Nah.
You don't think something's wrong there?
I promise you, yeah, it hasn't been intentional.
Sure.
It's just worked itself out by then.
God, make that happen. So that date didn't come to pass. What the hell is wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Nah, like I don't know how I've avoided it. It's only through
it's only
the blood of Christ.
You lost
but
it.
I've managed. I've managed. Woo! I've somehow avoided it.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know how it happens, but it just does. Like if I met you in March, we ain't making it to February.
That's so outrageous. That's so outrageous.
Woo! That is life.
So you've only had one Valentine.
How many Valentines have you had versus Valentine's days? So when it's you out in the streets with your ass out,
double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. That's a good question. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. Let's say, I've been someone's Valentine at least like 4 times.
And but each of those times were you asked to be their Valentine?
Will you be? That's a good question. I have been asked, obviously, but I'm trying to think if it was all 4 times or if it was maybe 3 times. Out of
2 times,
3 times, baby.
baby.
There was definitely a time when I wasn't necessarily asked, but we were in a relationship. So it was
That's what I mean.
it was kind of a formality, but equally,
I'm crazy.
Equally, at this stage in my life, I'm asked. So, and that's also an expectation. You need to ask me. Don't be assuming.
I think that's so cute, but no,
Don't be assuming.
I'm not.
Why not?
Because you know what it is for me.
What does that take away from you?
Do you know what's ruined it for me?
What?
Americans have ruined like
Yeah,
Valentine's
but Americans
Day,
have ruined prom.
I went to prom with my niggas. I didn't ask girls to go to prom.
Americans are different though.
Did they want me to do the backflip? Tiffany, will you go to prom with me? I'm not gonna do that. And same way, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, will you be my Valentine's? I'm not gonna do it. Abracadabra is the only nigga I know that sounds cool doing that. And I guess maybe it is in your mind, like a mind thing of like what man them deem as cool and not. And I guess what your girl's gonna find cool, it's gonna be different to what you find cool.
This is what I'm saying though. So my thing about that is, if what you're like, it doesn't matter if the man them think is cool because you're not dating them.
Yeah, you're very right. But does it matter what I think is cool?
No.
And if I'm a nigga,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think is cool either. Personally, it depends on how you see Valentine's Day. Some guys actually enjoy it. We don't have any of those here, so there's no evidence. There's no evidence, but there are guys who enjoy it, like clearly.
Yeah, no. See, I like Valentine's Day when I'm in a relationship. When I'm not. Well, I haven't been chatting to anybody when I've not been in a relationship and it's been Valentine and it's come Valentine's Day. So, but yeah, I was having a conversation, like as I said, but with what you said about like this whole like even asking people to be your Valentine and stuff like that. Like,
it's just courteous.
I forgot what I was gonna say. It's mad jarring, you know.
What, when you forget what you're gonna say?
Yeah, like. I feel like feeling that thing like what's wrong with man? Like really?
Bare things man don't know.
Bare things man can't do. Like remember things I thought of 5 seconds ago. There's something wrong. You know, like this is gonna sound bare boring for a hot sec, but you know, like the phonological loop in your brain, like from psychology. Like mine, like when it gets to the part where it needs to repeat it and go back, it just goes. it says, I don't give a heck. I'm at.
I'm gonna act.
Fam, I'm gonna act.
Okay, well, since you can't remember what you were gonna say, I personally think, like, does it take anything away from you to celebrate Valentine's Day, or to even ask somebody to be your Valentine? If you haven't asked, do you lose anything?
No, that's what I just remembered. It links to this, but so.
Did you forget?
Go again.
Okay, so answer the question: does it take anything from you?
No.
Exactly.
But this is what I believe in. I believe in setting precedents. Yeah? Or precedents.
Setting a precedent for what?
Like, of intent.
But it's...
And that's like... I'm going to use a whole lot of big words right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them in the right context. But let's go. Niggas only want to articulate themselves when they're trying to get out something.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. Like, I believe in like intention when you're doing stuff. So if I'm like, you raggedy ass. If you're chatting to her babes and she's not really your girl like that, and now you're like, will you be my Valentine? I think that's mad cute to do. However, if you don't have intention of like it being a very romantic situation, why are you doing that?
What do you mean if you don't have intention of it being a romantic situation?
Like if you're just chatting to somebody.
Oh, but you don't want to date them?
Yeah.
Like officially ever?
I don't know.
But this is my thing though. Let's be like, I don't know how many times I have to say this. Stop talking to people you don't like. Like, it's actually quite simple. Yeah, no, it's simple. My thing is, nobody's expecting to be asked, will you be my Valentine from somebody
You have to say
who...
in that voice from now on, by the way.
Yeah, but now that's what's in my head.
You have to say
I'm not bloody abracadabra. Do I look like abracadabra to you? No. I don't feel like you should be asking somebody that when you don't like them. I don't understand that. Like, why do men keep speaking to women they don't like? I don't understand that. Stop talking to people you don't like. If you don't have any intentions with her in general, why are you even talking to her to a point where you've come to ask her if she'll be your Valentine? Why are you speaking to her in that capacity?
You're asking a lot of good questions that no nigga has the answers for.
No, but you don't want to have the answers. That's why, because you don't want to have the answers. I've never understood the concept of continuing to chat to somebody who you know you have no genuine intentions with. What is the point? It's a waste of time. Why don't you just not talk to anyone? And I'm not talking about if you have a physical relationship. That is something in and of itself. But like somebody's just on your phone. Should I say, well, sorry, yeah. Or texting me, flashing me, call me, FaceTime. Why FaceTiming people you don't like? Be serious. Listen, Massa, be serious. Why are you FaceTiming people you don't like? Like, why? Is there any good reason to have that level of communication with somebody who you know, do you know what, I don't even really like her. Like, this is a friend. And this is my thing, like, you can differentiate between your friendships and your romantic relations. I'm not saying there's no in between. There's no way that somebody could be kind of on their way there. Fine. Bet. Let me tell you something.
Stop wasting your...
So don't waste your time. Don't waste your good time, because that is where you'll go wrong. What? This is the most solid advice I can give you. That is where you'll go wrong. Because when you then want to date somebody else, and now the babe who you wanted to be doing, will you be my wife? She's now on the side. Exactly. She's now on the side thinking, but then why does nigga ask me to be his Valentine? And it's almost like a lot of the time these situations happen and people will be like, yeah, but I didn't ask you to be my girl. And it's like, oh, hey, what's the difference? What's the difference? What's the difference
between asking someone to be your Valentine and asking them to be your babes?
Yes.
And this is why man them will get to this. I'm making notes.
No, but listen, it's obviously not the same thing. Valentine's Day is one day, and it doesn't mean that the status of your relationship has changed. However, I feel like stop doing stuff you're not willing to do if there's no backup. And I'm not sitting here saying, man, if you're thinking of asking someone to be your Valentine, but you don't want them to be your girl, don't ask them. Ask them, please.
That sounds like what you're saying.
That's
man, exactly. Our champion right here. Our champion right here. If your girl, if the person is asking about this Valentine's Day stuff, just play them that clip. Right?
No, you don't have to play them the clip. But listen, do you know what it is? I feel like sometimes, even in whether you've been asked or not asked, that's kind of an answer as to where you stand with a person if you already know what they're on. If you know that you're speaking to somebody and, for example, you've never heard of them being the Valentine's type, you've previously had a conversation about wabba loss, seriously, because what? Yeah. But you previously had conversations about, let's say, public holidays. Maybe around Christmas time, they were like, I don't really celebrate stuff like Valentine's Day and Christmas and all them Easter and them
Hanukkah.
Like, when they now come and tell you they don't celebrate, they even came to add Easter to it. You should be scared of them. That is not a godly person.
they are straying away from Christ
every day, from further and further from his life. But genuinely, like, if you start hearing the person that you're talking to saying these kinds of things, what they are doing is planting a seed. What Den said about intention, that's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to show you, so listen, I don't want you to think when February comes around, this will be a thing, because it's not a part of what they want to do. And I just don't believe in making people do things that they don't want to do. However, if you want to show somebody that you're prepared to open an avenue for a level of romance. Honestly, I'm not even saying, you need to tone down what you're doing, but you have to understand that people do see this as like, this is a significant day. Yeah. People do see it as a big deal. Like, let's not sit here and lie. I can say this as somebody who has experienced many a Valentine's in my life. But if you're...
Fuck does that mean?
Many a Valentine's.
Fuck does that mean?
But if you're going to send 50 roses to somebody's workplace or their home, first of all, you got my address. That's something, first of all. But if you're going to be sending people these kinds of things and then you're going to be you want to romance them, like, think about how far you're going with the romance if you don't have any intentions post that day. It's one day, you know, you literally, nobody's making you do anything. So if you're so compelled that on Valentine's Day, I really want to show me what? That you love me. If you're not showing me you love me, then what are you doing?
But then this is what I said, yeah. What I gave is my definition of what Valentine's Day is. Like, I feel like it's, it's an appreciation of somebody. Like, yeah. But there's romantic ties to that. Like, it's a romantic appreciation. Yeah. Like, I'm going to show you how much I appreciate you in this context of a relationship, or at least me and you, like, our relationship, whether it's a relationship or not. Why are we wasting our relationship on a relationship? That is how man feel. Like, a lot of man feel on Valentine's Day, because it's like, we've been going for this long, you know.
Everything's been good until now.
Everything's been great until now, you know. I got you a Christmas present. Why I gotta get you a Valentine's Day present?
Because do you get what I'm saying though? Do you get why?
No, I agree with you. This is what I was saying about intention though. Like, that's what it is. So
you wouldn't get a girl who you're not dating a Valentine's gift, or like do something for her on Valentine's Day?
I wouldn't do anything that's like brazy with them.
What's brazy though?
I feel like flowers isn't that deep. Like,
no, it's actually kind of just nice.
You
can get that for your friends.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't get my friends flowers though. But I feel like
Would you not?
No.
Not even your best friend?
I would give them money, but...
Money.
But I wouldn't get them flowers.
Look at this guy.
Unless they were like...
Billy Big Bucks. I'd give them money. Yeah. Now, whole family, do you give them money? Do you give your mum money?
Don't ever say Billy Big Bucks in my face again, yeah? I don't care what you say behind my back, but don't say Billy Big Bucks.
I'll give them money.
Face.
Jiminy.
You're so dumb. Oh my days. Yeah, nah. But I've never gotten flowers for my friends. In fact,
your
if I
friends
say what
are
I'm gonna
in
say,
the ghetto. Your friends are in the ghetto. I've definitely got flowers from my friends before.
Do you know what? Yeah, sometimes I want to speak my truth, but I realize I'm single and I need as much help in these streets as I can get. So I can't throw my
self under the bus.
I can't throw myself under the bus. I've done that enough throughout the beginning of this conversation.
Do you reckon?
Will there be backlash?
Find out next episode.
Who knows?
Find out
you decide.
We'll be back in 2 weeks with the updates. I was screaming.
Yeah, nah. But no, I wouldn't.
Really?
I wouldn't get my mates flowers.
Why not though? What's the difference between getting your best friend roses and getting your mum roses if you don't have anybody else that you're like talking to romantically? Or does it matter because I guess
because I don't know my friend's romantic situation.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
You should. That's your friend.
Not necessarily.
For the most part, I'm talking about like one of your closest friends.
Fam, when I was cuffed, I didn't really tell nobody like that until I was cuffed. But this is what I mean. Like, how close do your friends have to be for you to get them for them to qualify in your head?
I don't know. It's weird because even if they are close, then it could make it even weirder.
Do you get what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Everything doesn't have to be that deep.
Because would you feel comfortable if, let's say, you're chatting to somebody and they've gotten their female mate back?
That's what flowers. I just thought, and I thought.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
It depends. It depends how deep it is between me and them.
I still think it's.
But at the same time, it again, how long have you been doing this for? Is this the first time? Have you decided now, after your 10-year friendship, that this year you're gonna get them roses? And have you been friends since you were kids and you always did? You even get their mum roses? Like, do you get what I mean? It depends. Everything is contextual.
Me, I'm not trying to outstage anybody, innit? From time I got anyway. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. Yeah.
He's withholding a lot of information
No,
from you people.
No, this one wasn't even damaging to me. I was gonna say like from time, like let's say dad forgot Valentine's Day or something, and I made a handmade card for mum. I'm out shining niggas in my own house, so I'm not trying to do that and bring it to your crib in your business.
But do you not think it's interesting how, like, for example, parents aren't really like, well, I don't know about y'all because our parents are Ghanaian, and Ghanaian parents are not romantic.
Affection, yeah, and not even a little bit. Well, no, like a little bit.
No, remember the conversation we had with Uncle about his anniversary?
What did he say? Oh yeah, no, I can't be friend.
We're not gonna come and say. However,
our blood under the bus.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna out these men. But from what I've gathered in the conversations I've had with older Ghanaians,
at least the men in our family,
as far as that goes, they're not giving romance.
The women have had it tough.
They've had it very hard.
The women have had it hard.
Very hard and tough. Like they've not experienced that in the same way that I guess there's an expectation that it would happen now. But then equally, I'm like, even our sister, she's not really romantic. I asked her if she's doing anything for Valentine's Day. By the way, contextually, she's engaged. She was like, Valentine's Day? I was like, yeah. She was like, that's so cringe.
Fam, I try and be like, so like, not even supportive. Well, I'm supportive of my sister's relationships, innit? Like, someone asked me about this the other day, and I was just like,
what's there not to like?
Do you get what I mean? Like, you lot are grown. Like, whoever you man chat to, like I rate them more time, innit? More time. But
I can't help but feel like that was a little bit personal.
Anyway, but yeah, no, it's just like I'm supportive. Like when I was trying to do something nice for my sister and her now fiance, and
she's
this
a psycho, man.
And this girl was like, ew.
Like, why would we want to do that?
Yeah, like why would we want to do that? I was just thinking, okay,
isn't that what people in relationships do? Yeah, she's bare boring, man.
Like, okay,
this is what I don't understand. But I guess at the same time, that's another thing that people say, like, do the things that you would enjoy in your relationship. The whole like 9 yards of like, I'm sending you 50 roses and I'm gonna be here to pick you up at this time, there's a dress waiting for you at home, if we can't do this I'm gonna do dinner in the house, that's not for everyone.
You know what? Yeah, it's
not for everyone. It's for me though.
I like but
it's for me though.
I like doing I like doing that type of stuff. You're most. You really something. you really something. Okay.
No, but you do like when you were in a relationship.
Like
sentimental.
Yeah, like I like doing sentimental things. Like that's why I wouldn't do it when I'm not in a relationship, because
you think it's like deep,
fam, because if I'm gonna go hard, I'm gonna go home. Like that's what I mean. But I'm so weird. I've deeped it. I like doing these type of stuff, but I wouldn't know how to like receive this like being done for me. Like I would like to plan a day with babes, yeah. But if now let's say the babes done like planned the day for me, you know how I am? Like, I'm mad so awkward. with like
you'd be like,
I'll be like, yeah, thanks. We don't have to focus on my part of this. How about what's going on with you?
It's your birthday.
How do you feel about doing this nice thing for me? How do you feel? Yeah.
I think that like, but that's another thing. There's been a lot of chat where the man them have been doing, what about me? What are you gonna do for me? But do you guys actually want something done for you, or are you saying it as a counter because you feel like Valentine's Day has been very heavily focused? Again, I'm talking about straight relationships, but are you saying it as a counter because Valentine's Day has been heavily focused on what you are doing for the woman in your life, as compared with what she's doing for you? Because I was in this Ghanaian clubhouse room, this
Ghanaian lounge,
expert level tree, that one, yeah. Not them saying to people, if you don't know how to say in tree, ask, but don't use English. I said, these people are strict. What? Those wouldn't last a day on that stage.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I saw the intermediate one. I was just like, you know what? I want to prove I'm number one over all you niggas, because being number 2 is just the first to lose.
You lost.
Nah, that wasn't my age mate either. So, you know.
But yeah, they weren't here for the Twinglish. But anyway, I was inside just listening. And the guys, first of all, I'm scared of Ghanaian men. I have to say, that wasn't my agenda when I came into that room. But let me tell you, these men were using Bill and Hillary Clinton as an example of a relationship.
Monica Lewinsky on my blouse.
Literally, they said, yeah, you know, after the allegation, you know, Monica Lewinsky came with some temptation, but they overcame it. One of the girls was like, that wasn't temptation. He literally had relations with that woman. It wasn't temptation. And they were like, yeah, but look at their relationship now. Shut up. Shut up. But the guy was in the room like, yeah, but look at them now. A little cheating never ruined their relationship. I said, how did we get from should we celebrate Valentine's Day to a little cheating never ruined the relationship?
And that's one thing I don't like that niggas do. Niggas make relationships based off of endurance.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, but they've been through so much. So bloody what?
So fucking wet.
But they were talking about the actual topic of conversation was, what do you do for your guy on Valentine's Day? And I just feel like,
from the woman's behalf?
Yeah, they were asking, they were basically putting the woman in a hot seat and saying, you lot want Valentine's Day to be celebrated, but what would you do? And it's like,
do man them really want that?
Do you actually want that, or do you just want a reason as to why you don't have to do the things that she wants you to do on that day?
I feel like it's both, because
do you think some man actually want to be wined and dined?
But this is what I'm going to say. I feel like it's the way we've been socialised, innit? All the days been presented to us. From mandem's perspective, it's cash loss. Like, with a lot of guys. Like, I know a lot of men are really, like, out here, like, let me cater to you for that day, innit? And I get it. I think that's bare cute. Do what you want to do, bro. Like, that's you and your babes. Like, do what you want to do. Same way, it's cash loss. If like
everything that's a public holiday is.
That's what I mean. Like, that's why loads of people are just like, oh, I don't want to get into a relationship because I know it's gonna be cash loss. That is fair enough. Like
if you broke, just say that.
No, like how fun niggas be broke, okay? Like that's one of my favorite pages on Instagram. Even though they're coming at my agenda every single day. But that page is hilarious. That and Justin the Boy, they're the funniest pages.
Anyway.
But yeah, like, it's cash loss. Like, that's what I mean. Like, dating is cash loss in general. Like, because more time, man, them you're expected to pay and stuff. I don't want to go into that topic because it's gonna be like, I hate that TL topic on man them should pay on dates.
Should man them pay on dates? Yes.
But everybody says at the end of the day, what works for you works for you. Duh.
Yeah,
you're running in circles. Anyway, it's just like, have you seen a hamster like running on a wheel and there's the cheese in front of them? Should we pay the TL on the wheel running rampant, fam?
Just to come back to what you know at the end, which is what you knew in the beginning, because some people are paying and some people are not paying. So
exactly, but yeah, like more time, man will see it as cash loss because it's like, yeah, I have to 1, plan the day, 2, I have to pay for my plans for the day, 3, this has to be Valentine's Day can be whatever it is for me. But if it doesn't meet the requirements of you, that's a problem.
But is it though? Because I feel like, again, some people's requirements are not that high. This is why I feel like it's about who you choose to be in a relationship with, what their love languages are, what they appreciate and what they don't. Because, bruv, I'm not going to lie. There are even previous Valentine's Days that I've had, as in the past. Years ago, a baby's grown. But if I was to say, going back to, for example, like maybe 2015,
you had a Valentine's in 2015.
Yeah.
What bottom? Are you after this minimal? You're gonna have a serious chat, yeah?
In 2015, I was in uni. You know, you dumb bird. Just because you were a youth man doesn't mean that I was
2017.
Yeah.
I did start uni in 2017.
But
that's still not old enough.
Are you done? Anyway. Do you know how old I am? I'm not your mate.
Whatever, man.
I'm not your mate.
Whatever.
But then, at Valentine, like I had then completely different expectations to what I would be experiencing now. I'm an adult now. Everybody has jobs now. I wasn't one of them students that would be doing up gifts on the bed. Do you get what I mean? You know, people will now be putting Louis boxes on the bed and that. That was not my reality. I'm not coming to do up, like, you know, that interracial couple that always do elaborate. You know, they're American. I didn't even know. But there's this one couple on the TL and they always do these big elaborate things. That's right? Not
where they're from.
I
just wish they would go away.
Because they're giving people ideas. But the guy always does really elaborate things for her, like elaborate romantic displays of affection, right?
Like a 10-hour flight or something like that.
Like just mad stuff like that, or like, you know, a jar full of all the things. I didn't do that, nor did I have those expectations at that age. I'm not saying I necessarily have those expectations now. However, there are differences in what you want, what you expect, what you require, what Valentine's Day looks like. Valentine's Day 5-6 years ago could have been a single rose and a sentimental dinner. Like, it doesn't have to be cash loss, but if you know you like a babe who likes fine things, then again, it's the same thing. You dated her knowing that what she likes. And I feel like, yeah, cool, I didn't date you factoring in that this one day was gonna come, but you know it exists. We didn't make up Valentine's Day, and that's the only thing that I don't like about like the, I guess, some of the social discourse about Valentine's Day. We didn't make it up, you know. Like, we didn't make it up. It's not 2021 women who said Valentine is coming. What are you gonna do? Like, we didn't make it up. It's been there. And I was doing some research on what Valentine's Day is and Saint Valentine and all of these things, and I've heard different conversations. Some people say it's a pagan holiday. Other people say, well, it's rooted in Christianity. Saint Valentine was locked up. He sent a letter. He healed somebody's daughter, blind daughter, apparently by laying of the hands, and he signed a letter to the girl. I think it was one of the prison guards' daughters or something like that. And he signed the letter saying, your Valentine at the end, because that was his name. And that's how the love letter, so to speak, began in that way, where you would send somebody a love letter on Valentine's Day, exchanging of gifts, cards, flowers, I
didn't even know that.
This is
Maybe
some
I
of the
learned that in
research.
primary school, but I can't remember.
This is some of the research that I did in it, but obviously there are many different ways that people believe in that Valentine's Day became such a day, became commercial, 18th century Britain and all of these things. Did we make it up? No. So why are we acting like, and I'm not saying that because something's existed for a long time it makes it a good thing, because there are many things that have existed that we should really be
racism
down. Period. Like, do you get what I'm saying? There are things that existed that we should get rid of.
Capitalism.
But I also don't believe necessarily that but that's outdated anyway. Why does it have to be outdated? What's so wrong with it? I don't understand. Like, I don't see what is so wrong with it. If you don't want to celebrate it, you should be with somebody who also doesn't want to celebrate, because that exists. Like I said, our sister, she's not with somebody who's like, let me just throw, like.
But I don't feel like that's something I feel like that's realistic to an extent. But I think you're absolute psycho if you chat to somebody and in your first conversation with them, you're like, how do you feel about Valentine's Day? I am running for the hills. But it is August.
But that can also put you in a situation where you don't have to be in a relationship with somebody who wants that from you.
That is also true.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying, you know how people are like, the first question I'm gonna ask when I sit down at dinner is, so what's your 5-year goal? Like, I don't
not
expect
to be around you fucking loser.
I don't expect people to start asking each other that level, like that line of questioning. I don't expect that from people, and I do think that to some degree it is a bit way. However, why are we acting like people don't talk when they're in relationships? Like, you're telling me you started going out with somebody in March of one year and you didn't know what they would like until February the next year. Does that make sense? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm not bugging. I think it's so senseless that you're telling me you've been talking all this. What do you talk about if you don't even think that, this day's going to come? You know, we've never spoken about that. Okay, now's the time. Because is it that February comes and then that's when everybody starts sweating about Valentine's Day? Some people planned things from the year before. But also, did you have an intention to actually still be talking to them in a year's time? Did you think, like Dens, did you think Valentine's would roll around for you? Did you think you'll make it to Valentine's? Did you think you'll make it? Because if you think, there's no way I'm still going to be talking to this babe next year, then obviously you don't have to plan for that. But
you know what? Yeah, no, I want to clear my name real quick.
I'm screaming.
It's never been a thing, where I'm like, I can honestly say, anytime I'm like, I've moved to a babe or spoken to one, I've never stopped looking at the camera like that. I've never been like, you know,
to God, I don't know you. Do you know, I've seen a film like that where he dumps girls just before Valentine's.
I've seen that. But that's what Bear Man used to do in school, you know. So
like, I think that's what
Man used to do that in school. They'd actually like stop chatting to a babe at the end of January.
Yeah, so that Valentine's never came around, but then they'll start talking to you again.
Yeah, straight afterwards. That's mad. That's mad. Niggas are sick. But no, I've never spoken to somebody and been like, like, I wonder what Valentine's Day with you is gonna be like. Like, I don't
Nobody thinks that. Though.
Exactly.
Nobody.
So if I don't get there, it's not that I'm avoiding it. I didn't think about it in the first place.
You have a problem.
Nah, but when I do eventually like proper celebrate Valentine's Day, it'll be cute or whatever.
It'll be cute or whatever.
I do poetry, man. Come on.
Oh, he's one of them.
Yeah.
But this is my thing. I think that, like, I don't know. My bottom line is do what works for you. But I do think, I don't know. I don't think because it's going to cost, it should automatically be bad.
I feel like, for Mandem anyway, like a lot of what we see is what's presented to us in social media, innit? So like in terms of like what, like you said, that couple on the internet that like just doing bears. I feel like it's pressure on Mandem, and that's what they don't like, is the pressure that's put on us to make this day special.
But is your girl putting pressure on you?
But that's what I'm saying though.
But that's what I'm asking.
No, but I'm saying from a society standpoint, that's where the pressure comes from. Like Mandem, a lot of the time, even with in regards to like jobs and finances and stuff, people's
lies.
No, but this is what I'm saying. Everybody lies. Like, that's what I was saying about the whole bold thing. Like people will make banter about like bold jokes and stuff.
Oh, like hairlines. They don't care.
I'm telling you, if nobody's telling you, I'm telling you, the gal don't really care about that, bro. Anyway, yeah, is that you can be chatting to somebody, they don't necessarily care about your finances or whatever, but the way it's perceived, or at least what girls would be like, I need a 5-figure nigga, you're settling for this McDonald's saver menus, and it's like because of the person you're with, not really about what they have or the accolades or the materialistic things that they have. And that's what Mandem, I can say as being a man, a lot of the pressure can come from, is this is the way society has deemed this day needs to be celebrated. Like, I have to do this hotel and balloons, rose petals on the floor type of stuff. Do you get what I mean? Like, that's especially, I'd say, even more so in uni, like, or somebody in the uni age bracket. Like, the stuff my age mates was doing in uni on Valentine's Day,
it's ridiculous.
It's nuts. Now 16-year-olds are doing this on Valentine's Day. Do you get what I mean? 16-year-olds are but imagine now you're 19 or something, and a 16-year-old is taking their babes to I don't know, to Hakkasan or Berms for the weekend and stuff like that. Like, that's now you're seeing little man do that, and now you're like, right. You know what? I gotta set the bar up again, and again, that's pressure, innit? So that's where I feel like it comes from. I don't feel like girls necessarily see a lot of the time. You can tell me how you feel. But I don't feel like girls necessarily see that a lot of the time. I feel like they see it as them just avoiding girls.
Avoiding them?
Sorry, not avoiding girls, but avoiding the day rather than avoiding the pressures of the day.
You know, while I hear that, and I think that it is fair, I just also feel like you can avoid the pressure of the day without saying that you're boycotting something that you don't necessarily need to boycott. Do you get what I mean? And also, I think if you're going to boycott the day, do that because you want to, not because you feel... Do you get what I mean? I don't know. I don't think everybody has to have that desire to celebrate Valentine's Day generally. But equally, when you take into account that, like, it looks like I need to do X, Y, Z, do you think that it looking like you need to do X, Y, Z and you deciding, do you know what, I'm just going to throw all my toys out the pram and not do anything? Do you think that's better? Or do you think it's better to then try to find an alternative way to do something? But again, this depends on if you wouldn't mind celebrating, but you feel that the pressure's high. But if you mind celebrating, you shouldn't be doing it. Do you get what I mean? Like, that I can accept. But if you wouldn't mind it and you're thinking, man can't really do what Quavo's gonna do for Saweetie. So
Quavo's doing madness, but I rate it.
That's his babes. Do you get what I mean? Like, and also it's within his means. Did you just see Quavo doing Valentine's things before he had a girlfriend? No. Do you get what I mean? But we're gonna see it because, first of all, we see their large displays of affection stroke finances when he's bought her all these Birkins and all of these things. But you have to remember, you're not Quavo.
Yeah. And
your girlfriend knows you're not Quavo, because I think she would know if she was dating somebody. She would go like glacier. You're not an icy boy. you're not a glacier boy or whatever it is. She knows that. Do you get what I mean? Just because she's doing, I know that's right, doesn't mean she genuinely thinks that she's Saweetie and she's gonna get what a celebrity's getting. I don't expect an orchestra like Kim Kardashian was getting from Kanye, because I know you are not. You don't have Kanye money.
Yeah.
But will you make an effort? And you have to think about what an effort is to you. I know my friends and I, even though we might look like we say the same things on the internet, we have different expectations for a day like Valentine's Day. We even have different expectations for birthdays, Christmas. I know I have some friends who just don't do gifts because they simply do not care about it. But on the internet, we might retweet the same stuff. It's the internet. I think we need to do better as a whole, like us guys and girls on social media. I think we need to do better to kind of separate what real life is. I can say whatever I want on Twitter. I can say what I like. You don't know me in real life. Like, that's a fact. So just because I'm on Twitter tweeting Birkin bag me, come on, man. I'm not saying I don't want a Birkin. I'm not saying I don't want a Birkin, but also I'm not dying for it. Do you get what I mean?
The Chanel bag will do. Yeah.
But the biggest one in the style. But these are all lyrics. Man, them talk about, I see this, I see that, Rolly AP on my wrist. You don't have an AP.
Like that guy that did that, what was that guy? The EO that did, in the forum. No. Sitting in the German.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There was one tune with this guy, or maybe, you know, a little Tekka more so, where Ransom. I got twin blacks.
Oh, I know that.
And then they did the genius. He's like, no, I don't have any Glocks. I've never shot a gun in my life. Like, that's basically what it is. I hear you.
If niggas can rap and say stuff, talk about money that they don't have, talk about watches and chains, etc., that they don't have, girls can tweet city girl lyrics. Me tweeting city girl lyrics doesn't mean I'm a city girl. However, when you do meet the babes who only date footballers, shine your eye and know yourself. Yeah. But you'll know that before Valentine's Day comes.
I know myself.
You'll know that before Valentine's comes, though, because I think that when you're in a relationship or when you're talking to somebody who has certain expectations of you, boy, it's gonna become apparent. It's not gonna be that Valentine's comes and now she's like, excuse me. You're gonna know when it's her birthday. You're gonna know when you're taking her out. That you're gonna know when she's folded her arms when the bill has come. Because personally, like I said, you're not going to take me on a first date and I'm going to pay it. That's just on period. Like, I've always said that. I don't pretend to bring out my purse. I'm not going to do that because I don't feel like I need to act like I'm going to pay. I feel like it's courteous that you ask me out and you should pay. Simple, point blank, period. However, I'm not going to say you need to get me box seats at the Arsenal game because I can be in the stands. Do you get what I mean? Like, I could be in the stands. I don't need to be sitting courtside at a Lakers game. But there are people who will expect that from you. And if you know that, like, if you're talking to them, you should know. I think it's so, we do this childish thing where we pretend like people don't state what they want when they do. It's not just lyrics.
But then
they'll show you.
No, but I feel like me and you in general have like good communication or like speak to people about things. Like, I'm very like, when I've spoken to somebody or when I'm chatting to somebody, I'm very clear on, let's say, what I want, what I'm like as a person, the things I do, the things I don't do. Like, I'm very clear with that. And that's why I don't feel like people like can ever say I led them astray. Do you get what I mean? Like, if we chat and then it goes somewhere else, unless it's like me that's just on the complete left, more time you knew what it was. And you knew it wasn't in the recipe. Let it go, girl. It's saying what you want. And you know what that is? That's a callback to the episode we dropped on Valentine's Day last year. Go back and listen to that because you didn't film it. I will say though, to like kind of wrap it up, I have two things. The one of what you said with the the gifts thing. Girls, the niggas be broke. Okay. Paige said, shorty like, fuck about Valentine's. Me and my niggas do Valentine's. Every day is Valentine's, me and my babes. And then she did ... So what did you get today?
Period.
Really, what did you get today? If every day is Valentine's Day, what did you get today? Show me. You can't, can you?
It's tight.
And the final thing, just how the man them feel about what you were saying. Like, I want to say for man them, another pressure that comes is when it's because like what you were saying, like
something on your trouser.
Really, where?
Just there.
This. Oh, okay. I was thinking when you said that, I was thinking there was a spider or something on me, but I'm not even sure it was a spider. So see how I would have just grabbed it and killed it.
I'm not scared of
That's the
that.
type of that's the type of nigga you need.
Oh, not winking again.
I can't help it. But yeah, no, like with yeah, as you said, it's a very intentional thing, innit? Or like it can be whatever you want it to be, but more time is claiming your intention. And a lot of the man them that are pressured by that, niggas are about to sell you niggas out like a rat on the highway. Fam, it's you then have to either make it intentional that you want this girl to be your babes, make it intentional that you don't. And for a lot of people, when they're in that grey area of chatting to somebody, it's weird because you might not necessarily know if you want to chat, or at least you don't know if you want to chat to them seriously or not. So it's in the middle. Or if you don't, and let's say you're leading the girl on or something, now it's apparent of what your intentions are. And if you haven't made that clear, I guess you feel a lot of pressure from that. But that's what I'll say. So,
I agree with that. And I do think that for some, like for a lot of girls that I know personally, when they are talking to somebody and they don't know what it is, getting to Valentine's Day can be
techie,
giving you that can give them the answers. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes certain niggas give me heebie-jeebies. Sometimes
I think I'll put your thing closer still.
Sometimes people not knowing how they feel about you is enough of an answer for you if you know how you feel. Or sometimes knowing that so-and-so doesn't want to put in effort for this day is enough for you to be like, oh, okay, right. I feel like he's mentioned before that he's quite romantic. Stop laughing.
Sorry, I keep thinking when you said that, I was like, in my head, all I heard is, how does she know he loves her?
Enchanted.
Yeah, sorry,
sick film. But you get what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes it's enough that he doesn't actually know what he he doesn't know, or you don't know. It's enough that you're not even sure what's going to happen to tell you that there's a bit you're not sure, like you're just not sure, and that's okay too. But stop putting pressure on yourselves. Do what's within your means, I think. And yeah, but it is an opportunity to love on yourself if you want to get yourself gifts. I believe in that a lot. I have video out about self-love languages in my Valentine's Get Ready With Me on my channel. But before we do our top picks, we have a giveaway, you lot, man.
Oh, yeah.
Should have mentioned it at the beginning.
You have a giveaway.
It ends on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it ends on Valentine's Day. So you lot be sure. What's the gifts that they can win? It's
a pack of disposable cameras, so you can capture those all important memories. Journal and planner from Solutions. If you don't know about Solutions, head to that account on Instagram. We'll link it down below. Amazing if you need some positive vibes, especially as regards to mental health. And finally,
a HomePod Mini.
Yes.
So yeah, those are three things
they're better to hear us with.
Yeah, you know us, that we're good vibes. We love music and we love talking about and making and capturing memories. So check that out.
If you don't like free stuff, then don't enter the giveaway. However, it'll be on our Instagram. We always leave our Instagram in all of the descriptions for the episodes. So follow us on there, subscribe to the channel on here. But yeah, just follow the instructions on Insta so that you can win something. The description for this as well. I think the gifts are sick. If you lot don't win, that's your business. Because if only our friends enter, then they gonna win. There's no restrictions here. If you're even our mate and you want to enter, you can enter. It's gonna be a random draw. But what are your top picks?
My top picks. So, one of the favorites, the hometown hero, dropped a little project called Snakes and Ladders. Chippy can't go wrong for me. He can't. Like, I've deeped it. Like, I bought it. I buy this nigga's projects and albums.
Fair enough. You love a bit of Chip. I like Chip though.
So is that I don't feel like he can go wrong with me. So first tune, what's crazy is I wasn't feeling this when I first listened to the project. But is Grown Flex with him featuring Bugsy, and it's
I haven't listened to it.
He sampled I'm Heartbroken.
Oh, okay.
Message
T2.
to it's lit, like my baby, yeah, I like it, innit? My second top pick is, I heard this on one of my friends' story, Sapphire. You really came through. It's called FUCK by Victoria Monet. Or Monet, but I think it's Monet.
It's Monet.
Yeah, fam. It's friend you can keep, but it's basically like a friend you can, spend Valentine's Day with.
Aww.
It's a great tune. And my top pick, I don't really like this guy or listen to this guy's music a lot, innit? But I have to say, he shut me up with this, innit? Maybe it was Dave producing it, but Fredo, biggest mistake. His album is great as well, by the way. This is the first Fredo project I've been able to listen to all the way through.
Excessive nodding.
Fam, like, no, like, my first thing was a wetting. Next shot was next move was a headshot progression. I'm like,
I like him.
I was just it. Biggest mistake. Fredo, biggest mistake. That's my top pick.
Okay, so my first top pick is Amaray, Jumping Ship, featuring Koji Radical and Cruel Santino. The video is delicious. Amaray is delicious.
It, yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Capital B for beautiful. But I enjoy the song. I like her vibes. But yeah, Amaray she's sang her ass off. So that's that. That's my first top pick. My second top pick, it's a sweet one. This one is very sweet indeed. My second top pick is Lucky Day and Tiana Major 9. Have you heard this?
I swear it came out today.
With On Red. Wow. That's what I was listening to when I was feeling sick in the car. Delicious. That is a song. Like, if you like Lucky Day and you would like Tiana Major, if you haven't been listening to her, she's been about for a while, but like she is shutting down.
She took off last year.
She is shutting down. And from like seeing her live shows years ago to now, like she's still so phenomenal, and she has been, like, she's a star. Anyway, On Red, delicious song. If you love a bit of R&B, do you know what I mean? And my final one, this is making me laugh because I just keep thinking of Face in the News. It's Millions with Badness. She was doing like a music video on Instagram, and she was like, how does he do that? For federal attention. But Tuesday, when you listen to it, you think the same thing. I like Millions is kind of almost lazy flow, but it's very
like laid
put
back
together.
also,
Yeah, it's laid back. I wouldn't say lazy, but it's almost like this is easy. Like this is easy. Yeah, he doesn't do too much.
Yeah,
like,
I'm doing this part time. I'm
he's
shooting
like
this video and I'm rapping at the same time.
You know them ones for federal attention. Like, nah, I like his flow a lot. So that is my top pick. Millions with Badness. Okay, all right. I hope you guys have a great day. Happy Valentine. Happy Valentine. Hope somebody treats you. Hope somebody sends you some flowers, sends you some money, because bank accounts are not broken in this lockdown. Maybe they don't take you out, but tell them, listen, my account is open. They say, what can I do? Kini love language, toast me. Tell them. Send them that video, okay?
Oh,
tell them to
brother.
toast you. Because money, that one, there's been no lockdown.
Actually,
send someone you like money today.
I'm not endorsing that.
Send someone you like money today.
This has been your boy, Dan.
It's been your girl, Lex.
And you've been locked into Twin Podcast. Niggas want niggas to go broke.